rock on. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the finals of the North American tournament. This is the 5th of October, and the final teams are Cognitive Gaming versus Exertus eSports. Now, Cognitive Gaming did only had to play like one match to get to the finals. They won, not convincingly, but they won pretty well versus... I've forgotten what it was now. Oh my god, how have I forgotten who it was? It was Reason Gaming. Okay, so they won very convincingly against Reason Gaming. Exertus won smashingly versus Last Resort. Oh, well, last minute they destroyed them. Last Resort was pretty much kind of the same thing as well. It wasn't like a major like overkill, but it was enough to really kind of put a burst in their bubble. But, well, yeah. Put a hole in their bubble. So I did cast the bronze match, but 11 minutes in we went into like a forever stasis mode, so that won't be going up this week. It was with bloody hell, I've just said all the teams. It was Last Resort versus Reason Gaming. Okay, so those were the teams that were going on. Unfortunately, that's what we actually saw. We are going to see both teams split up a bit, so they're both going for their blue. It looks like they're staying for their own sides, so probably like... We're seeing this a bit now, just to kind of prevent the invade. We do see split up, so we see Xing going for the red. We see Omega and MLC Stealth sticking with the middle gold camp. Did they actually get it, though? No, they messed up. They left one. So they decided not to actually get both. That's going to be a little bit of a hindrance. But we're going to see like a bit of a meta where everyone's splitting up, trying to get as much XP early on as possible and get back out. We will see. And Xing push... Yeah, so we're seeing the jungler pick the red buff, blue buff, straight into lane, grab a lane clear, and then back out again. That's kind of how the XP is working a little bit more and now up to date. Now we see the fact that Exodus are actually going back to the blue buff now and so on. They have got it, so there was no actual like steal or anything coming out. We see 4 hogs on Cognitive. They do not want to let anything go. It's just going to be like, I'm guessing at least 3 are going to be Fist of Gods. So Allied needs to be a little bit careful. We see Barracuda going in there, gets mesmerized. Is he going to get the So Beautiful off? It does miss the So Beautiful. 1 more, 2 more, 1 more. Come on. Not quite. KO in a lot of trouble though. Oh, look at that. How lucky do you have to be to get away with that? I bet Barracuda's just like, my god. Even Ionic was just looking at that going, I need to go get him. There's a problem, they get back into lane so quickly. We do see the fact that KO is running back, so he's going to lose out on XP throughout all this. Barracuda getting a few auto attacks off onto the tower. We see Barracuda as well going after Allied, but Allied doing quite a bit more damage at the moment. Barracuda didn't actually manage to do any damage yet. Well, now he's starting to get there. I think he just kind of wasn't getting the damage off on. No real like major difference in builds at the minute. We do see a Watcher's Gift on both teams. We do see... we're going to see a contestant here. We see... No, not going to go for it. No, decide not to. Let that one go. Will be seen, though, by Allied. Allied will see that go off. KO in the jungle as well. Ionic in a bit of trouble. Well, not trouble, just being tickled there by Allied. You're never really in trouble too much as a tank early on, unless there's a big gank going on. Lots of heal coming off. Barracuda doing pretty well, keeping into melee range so he can actually receive the heal, helping him out, keeping his lane sustain up a bit more. We do see Hita and Omega up against each other. And moving on. Will we see the gank mid though? We saw her... My mouse... Where is it? There it is. Do you see Hercules mid? MLC Stealth's in a bit of trouble. Oh, it does get hit by the Spirit Ball though, but look how much health was coming back from this Exorcism. We will see a bit of a engage going on. Did we have the ultimate go out? We didn't. No, Hades' ultimate didn't go, to be honest. It would have been a good time for it. They had nowhere to go. They had no backflips, and to be honest, the charge. So Hades is primed and ready to go. Hercules... I'm not sure about Allies, actually. Go on, use ultimate when he's in a Hades ult. I think he should still be able to run out of it. I'm not 100% sure. Is rotating around to middle, though. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, my voice is starting to die. I can see, obviously, solo casting voice dies by the end of the week. So we'll see how that goes. For everyone's knowledge, I am streaming this, and you can obviously find me on match days. Like match days, I will be streaming obviously the Hi Rez tournaments as they're going on, so you can catch me live as well with that on twitch.tv/RizUK. It's easy to find me there. And to be honest, I want to get all the other ones done as well. So like the 3v3 NA one, I would be like saving that out and hopefully recasting the replays from so on from there. So we see the engagement going on MLC Stealth. Gets pushed back though. Will die very quickly. You won't live would be the question. Xing now in a lot of trouble. That Ionic ultimate that he saved and didn't use earlier come into great effect there and actually held in Xing enough to actually get the kill. So Xing got a kill but then died. So it's a fair even trade. It was first blood for second kill. So it worked a bit better there for Xing than it did for Isis. Well, Cognitive than it did for Exertus, sorry. I am losing my names now. There's so many names all day going through. Barracuda there going off. Did they manage to get the blue? They did. They did manage to steal that blue out quite nicely done. Keep pushing off forward. We will see the fact that Hell should be starting to do some damage to Heater by now. What's Heater got? Heater's no just reinforced boots. Got Creeping Curse though, so we'll start seeing that slow down. The Creeping Curse will be a weakening curse later on just to stop that heals from Mega going out late game. Xing in a lot of trouble. He's in the middle with 3 people. Gets silenced, getting hit, using mitigate wounds, does decide to back out. Good banish there from Anister, but the rest of the team had already backed. They could have got the kill, possibly. But they didn't. I don't think there was communication there from Anister as he was coming in. Unfortunately, we did see... Ah, look at that. I told you. Hell is starting to cause some damage. Here it goes. Going in. What's going to happen? We did see the AoE coming out, the 3. Did the lane clear, but there was nowhere else for him to go. Got caught out. One more hit. The AoE should finish. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Omega managing to pick up a kill there on Athena. Just because there's no magical protection. Fair enough, you got the boots, but there's not much you can do just yet. And Hell has got so much more lane clear than Athena does at the early stages. Anyway, well, to be honest, all the way through, Hell can just kick the crap out of Athena in lane clear. Hell needs to be a little bit careful though. Perseus has seen, well, Anastasia has seen Omega. There is the Athena ultimate. Look, payback's a bitch. And here she comes. There he goes, landing on top. And Omega will go down through that engagement. So, Athena there managing to get payback. And I think Omega there has a bit of a sore head going on. Where are we going? Where are we going? Everybody's coming mid. Then we do see Ionic in a lot of trouble. Can he get back out? He does go out, but Allied is straight on top there. Manages to pick up their MLC stealth on John Quee. Managing to actually do a lot of damage. World Weaver coming in, but Xing gets banished into the air by Anister. And now pushing back. So, look where we're going. So we got 3 kills for Cognitive Gaming, or 3-2 lead for Cognitive Gaming in kills. Gold-wise, Exertus still has it though. Yes, the stream, just for everyone, Dragon was saying, why is the stream way off? The stream's way off because we was casting the bronze match before between Reason Gaming and, I've forgotten who it was now. I am terrible with names. Reason Gaming and Last Resort, but we got a stasis break in the middle, so when that broke off, I've stopped that and I've gone straight onto the finals as well. So we will be behind, but to be honest, by the time, if it goes to a 3-place match, I'll be equaled up because, to be honest, unlike Smite game, I keep going. There's no pauses. We just keep going. So we will catch up eventually. So welcome to the stream. Enjoy the watch, and we can carry on from here. So there's we got 4 teams for Cognitive Gaming, actually moving over to the left-hand side and moving on. So, Barracuda moving in onto Hercules. They're actually going to get... No, they're not going to do that. It's been intercepted by Allied and moving back. So, yeah, for everyone's information, that anybody watching this on YouTube, when I eventually upload it there as well, I like to cast the tournament. I like to cast as many matches before the finals as possible. So if I can cast all of the bracket matches on the way up, like the quarterfinals, the semi-finals up, I'll also, if my voice can handle it, cast the bronze match before the finals as well. So you pretty much get that good progression through the tournament. So you don't get up to the finals, watch the finals, and then go, well, I already know who won. There's no point in me watching the bronze match now. So that's kind of how I like to keep it going. So it'll be different. You could watch the Smite game and see the final matches straight away. But if you want to see the bronze match first, you can come and see the bronze match first over here. So check that one out. What is in a lot of trouble. Gets hit by everything. Athena's Defender of Olympus does come in, but Excavate goes out and actually smashes him in the head. Xing now being chased down there by Anister. We do see Apollo come in as well, coming over the top. Allied in a bit of trouble. Does manage to get out, but now Barracuda, Xing, and Anister are now going to town. We do see Onyx come in there, hold Xing in place. Everyone's going to town. Xing does go down with that. I saw a Neef AoE, but that didn't work out too well. Barracuda managed to get out, and so did KO as well. So they managed to pick up Xing. Who else died in that? Someone else died for, it was ISIS, wasn't it? So, a 1-for-1 trade again coming out from there. We will see everybody back, kind of heal up. They've done pretty well. They've done well on their side. They're evening up. They're keeping the kill ahead of Cognitive Gaming, pushing forward to Exertus. Exertus is ahead, only ahead in 500 gold though. But to be honest, if you're ahead in gold but behind in kills, even though it's only 1 kill, that means you're farming up pretty well, especially on like camps. With 500 gold, okay, it's still ahead. Like they've even got that side camp. That's going to keep them ahead a little bit more. Where are we at in gold? So they're 650. Pretty negligible once you start getting further on. But if they can keep increasing that lead, keep it going, just minute amounts all the way through, they can start pushing forward, keep going, and actually being a bit more difficult to kill. Now, I think Athena should have started to... no, she just got the crowd control reduction boost. So, Hell is still going to be able to hurt. To be honest, Hell should be able to hurt, but to be honest, they've both gone for Greaves. Reinforced Greaves, and there we go. We got a bit of an engagement going on the left. Allied taking a bit of damage there from Barracuda and Ionic. But we're going to move on from there. Actually, Anister's rotating around. If he comes in nicely, you'll be able to get the banish off on Allied. Just to keep it all going. No, go straight for Pulse. Pushes it in there and then takes him down. So all that damage there from the Pulse from Freya. Freya does still so much damage, even though she's been moved over from physical to magical quite a while ago, actually. But still, the damage potential is exceptional. With Pulse as well, that's slow. And we've seen quite a lot of damage coming out there as well. Good gank. ML2 Stealth now just on the run. So is Hercules. And... Barracuda on his own, just kind of sticking around, needs to be careful because he could be caught in like a freeway sandwich from Cognitive Gaming there as well. Picking up the side camps, keep pushing on, they're going to get that and pushing themselves ahead in gold as well. So where are they at? They're at 1600 gold. Even in kills though, even in kills. So pushes them on. We look like we could be a couple of minutes away from the first gold fury of the game. Keep moving on from there. And the middle of the side camp. So they're pretty much controlling this pretty well. Anister's there. He's on his own. But we do see Isis U1 coming out. The Defender of Olympus. Xing going out with the Excavate. And Hades actually managed to use his armor off to hold a few people in place. But took a lot of damage. Xing managed to get a hold of Barracuda. Where's he going to push him? Taking a lot of damage. But will he get down? Allied did shoot through Barracuda. But didn't take any damage though. But then the Isis Spirit Ball does go out there. Take down Guan Yu. Now you won't does die, and she obviously will. And now we see Hunter Heater that side being taken down. We see everybody rotating over. Heater over there under the tower should go down. Can they let it go? They decide to let it go. There's not much they can do. We see Hell going in. We'll be able to cut him off. There's no way he's going to get out of the way of that one. And then there's no more pursuit coming on after that one. There was just no way. Literally, when Athena there went to the far side of the tower, you can straight line across the lane and intercept onto them quite easily, and there's just nowhere else for them to go. It's just unfortunate. We saw Omega obviously sin that principles and just went, yeah, let's go for it. We're just going to go for it now. Do it in, get it in, crack on. Gold Fury potentially now, looks like. No, Ionic just dropping down a ward, just see if anything's actually going to happen. We see, look, Barracuda doing so much damage to Allied now. How's Barracuda doing 4 items? He is Heartseeker. Not died, so he's obviously going to get some nice amount of stacks up at this present time. We do see that Guan Yu is still Midas Boots and Watch's Gift. So it's going to be about another, I'd say 8 minutes before they've paid themselves off. At least 8 minutes, I think. And made themselves worthwhile. The longer we can keep them, the better. But it's going to take a little while, obviously, for the payoff and move on. So they're definitely playing for the late game, old Cognitive Gaming here. They're pushing forward. KO is going for his Heartseeker now. We do see a Runic Shield coming out for Hercules soon. Well, it's a shield now, but it'll be Runic Shield later on, I guess. And the new Rod of... Oh, yeah, no. Not going to say it. The new Rod on Omega, pushing that forward, keeping that passive regen up on everybody within range. So it's braces of replenishment, but slightly better. Well, it's pretty much... I don't know the full numbers, but it's better. It's got the movement speed and all that lot, so brace of replenishment have gone. Barracuda charging straight in there. Allied pushing back, chasing after him though. But we do see Anister come in and Allied's gone. Yeah, I don't like that one too much. Held in there by Ionic, nowhere to go because he'd already used the horse and managed to pick up a good kill. So it's now 6-all in kills. We do still see the fact that Exertus are still ahead in gold and still by the same amount, so they're not increasing their lead, but they're also not losing it, so they're doing okay. They're not just keeping everything the way they want it. Shin going off into mid, gonna see you won't just get silenced up straight away though. Easy clear as her, can it? Knock them up, push them back, done. You don't even need to go very far because you literally just kind of yeah, it's like Path of Flames from Agni, but with as if you started at the other side all the time. Fun to go. I'm talking absolute gibberish. Good Spirit Wall coming off. Shing in a lot of trouble, taking a lot of damage. That silence stopped him getting out of the way. Going to take a few hits from Freya. Just not managing. Anister just not landing enough hits. Being duped beautifully there by Shing. Mega wounds kicked in, getting quite a bit of health back. So we could effectively turn around and come back in. We do see the whole of Exertus actually rotating over. Everyone's in. There's 5 man on the goal field. The fact that Cognitive Gaming will know this, they did have wards there, but there's nowhere enough, not enough time. We do see Shin come in. World Weaver goes out onto Hia. Hia's in a lot of trouble. Will be taken down by John Kui as well. Shin in a lot of trouble. They should be able to get a follow-up kill. Excavate goes out. Apollo Barracuda picking up that kill there on the Shin. Ionic managing to get 3 people. Okay, 3 of them got cleansed. Well, 1 backflipped out. Was Neef backflipped out. 2 cleanses. Not enough to kind of stop it though. Everyone going. No one else really beating up. And what are you hitting? Oh, there we go. Alright, so it's a 1-for-1 trade, and they managed to get the Gold Fury. So Exodus are actually pulling ahead in objectives. They're going to lose the right tower first. That's definitely going to be the first tower to go down. Unless someone else tries to push it out. But it's pretty much the first tower that's going to go down. But they're ahead in gold. 3k now. Working out lovely for them. Not KO. Barracuda and Omega. Omega just needs to push. To be honest, I reckon Omega could just tank that tower and take it out. There's no reason not to. Well, there is a reason not to. You can be patient. You don't need to be aggressive. You don't know where everybody is. But it comes over here. He should be able to clear this wave now, to be honest. He just finally got the Void Stone up. The standard Void Stone, no. It will be obviously better for the aura because there's no point you having heater with the penetration on. Just kind of keep moving. Go on, Omega. Just tank it. Go on. You know you want to. There we go. Keep bringing it back. Done a few hits. Obviously, it's going to take a few more as Omega is just a mage. And they don't really get that much strong. But it is literally you could breathe on it now and it goes down. Anister over there in the jungle looking over. Potentially coming in. But more like trying to get the banish. But Omega's a couple of levels ahead. I reckon they definitely need to fall 2 of them to actually get the kill. They probably wouldn't be able to lock them down that much. We do see that Extras are being pretty aggressive in the jungle though. Keep moving on pretty hard. But yeah. Oh my god. I'm belching like nothing now. Allied going out. Barracuda going through. They're going to do it. But to be honest, who's rotating round? We did see MLC Stealth rotate round. We do see Isis and Anister in the mid lane as well. Could be pushing down the tower. And then we see Apollo. Where's he going? Where's he going? We see MLC Stealth is in trouble. Obviously, Anister's there. MLC Stealth's going to go down. But a brilliant Excavate goes out. Hits 2 or 3 of them. And then Shing is going after Anister and... You what? Doesn't manage to get a kill. How bad was that? We do see Allied going out, but won't get stunned onto... Don't get stunned. Nothing you can do. Gets taken down though, unfortunately gets charged up there by... So they lost 2 there. So Cognitive are actually starting to fall behind even on the kills. They're not... Where can they come from? There's not much they can kind of come out with, to say the least. Ionic's in a lot of trouble, and there's at least 1 kill that Cognitive have brought back. So they're kind of evening it up. But the gold is... Oh no, they brought some of the gold back, actually. It's kind of come back, even though the fact that Exertus have actually pulled ahead in gold. Apollo is pushing on that left lane. So fair enough that Exertus have lost their first tower. Cognitive... Exertus should be able to get Cognitive tower as well, kind of. We'll get the middle tower. Look at that. Middle tower just goes down to the last few creeps. So it's a 1-for-1 tower trade. That brings the gold difference back up. So that's where that gold went. We do see KO over there with Barracuda trying to stop him taking the blue. Just let him take that bit. Gets memorized out. Whoever can land the most auto attacks always wins when it comes to... well, not always wins, but majority of the time, if you can land all your basic hits, you're going to win in a ranged AD battle. that's what it comes to. Melee AD battle is pretty much just hold down that left button. Other than that, we can kind of move on from there. Gold Fury is going to be coming up in a minute. 1 minute now. 1 minute one, but 1 minute now. So we're going to move on. We do see that new telekinesis item. A telekinesis ring coming out there on MLC stuff. A lot of the mages have got some nice new items lately. I didn't see too many physical ones coming out. But it's always good to see. Good to see. Anyway. Where are we going? Where are we going? Are they going to go for Apollo? He's just there. There's no one else backing him up. They've got a ward to actually sell that. They could go. They could go for it. Guan Yu does have his horse, so he could have chased him down. Apollo's got his chariot, though, so he could probably got out of the way in time. If anything. Even though... he's a weird one. He's a weird one. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. Let's see if we're going to see any action on the mid lane. So we're getting into that proper mid game. Everybody's roaming pretty hard now. And, yeah, just kind of as we go. Moving on. Anister going in, but then coming down with the Athena on top. Going to land it in. The World Weaver's just kind of sitting there. I don't believe the World Weaver actually hits Anister, though. So that'd be weird. The World Weaver follows Apollo in the chariot, but won't follow Freya when it's in the air. I didn't see any damage coming out from it. Spirit Ball good going off of there onto MLC Stealth, pushing back. So we've got the whole of Cognitive over here. Anister can't really do too much. Apollo is just backing, actually. And now we're going to see Cog go for the Gold Fury. So it'll be a 1-for-1 if they can actually get this. It's not going down very fast, though. So there should be an answer. It's a 5-on-3. The Hog's going to be there. Who's got this? Allied's got... No, we got Xing with a level 3 Fist of Gods. 2 with an... but we got Eonix got the big one. Where's it going? Where's it going? Allied goes down, but Exertus eSports gets the steal. So Cognitive lose that one. Double kill. Hercules and Omega goes down. MLC Stealth on the run. So is Allied and KO as well on the back foot. Everyone is leaving. So Exertus actually, by chance, just pulling ahead ever so slightly. It's been quite a good game. They're not like steamrolling it, but they're just pulling. Just a bit of luck there as well. Them Gold Fury steals always. There's a little bit of skill, but there's always quite a bit of luck involved as well, as we kind of see everybody kind of moving on to that. How's everybody doing? Okay, they're just going to get the movement speed buff. So for builds, we got Anister actually picking up the Polynom. Went for Magi's, Fatalis into Demonic Grip, then to Polynomicon. So the damage potential from Anister is going to skyrocket a bit when that happens. We do see that you won't actually picked up one of the new items, the physical protection, health, and cooldown reduction item. Mail of Renewal. I've completely forgotten what the passive is when that gets to level 3. So we can see that when that actually gets finished up, because I guarantee that's going to get finished. There's no way this game's finishing that quickly. Other than that, oh, there we go. There it is. So 10% of your maximum health over and mana over the next 5 seconds if you get a kill or assist. So the fact that they're actually doing not too bad, and in team fights, that's going to work really well as well. Especially with like big AoE damage, you're always going to get assists, and to be honest, if you're there. So it works. What is it? It's 5, did it say 5 seconds? 10% of your health. That's not bad, is it? I wonder if it stacks. When you get an enemy kill again. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. We do have Exertus rotating over. We do. So it looks like there's going to be an engagement. Hold in there. Xing pushes out, so nobody actually gets taken down. Excavate goes out as well. Doesn't do too much damage to everybody, but John Quee's ultimate is coming out. Ionic is in a lot of trouble. Does get healed up by the Isis ult, but it's thrown down. Spirit Ball goes out. Shing goes down as well. Oh, no, it wasn't Shing. It was Omega. Shing's in loads of health. But then Jonqui goes down. Barracuda getting a double kill. Allied, well, you won't on the run. Allied on the run now as well. Taking loads of damage from Barracuda. Barracuda's auto attacks are just killing. KO there as well. Going after Shing, trying to stop it. Spirit Ball in place. And boom. KO gets a triple kill. And, attaboy! So, Exertus are actually playing this one really well. When it comes to the team fights, you see, obviously, the Ionic and Athena. Ionic and Heater combo where it goes in, charges in, holds people in place, as well as the Defender of Olympus coming down on top. They should be able to push this tower. They could tank it, and with the max DPS they've got, good banish death onto Allied. We'll be able to do so much damage to him. There's no way he can get out of there, and boom, he's down. KO needs to just leave that one go. Let that tower go. That's about it. To be honest, where are we on health? There's 3 people dead. They could get a fire giant at this point. Alright, there's MLC Stealth, Shing. Right, there's 3 people alive, but Omega's just coming in, KO's just coming in, but Shing's dead, Ally's dead. MLC Stealth's just got there. They could have got the tower and maybe gone for the fire giant. It was a risky attempt. They wouldn't have been seen if they'd have gone straight from it from the tower. But they would have been seen by that ward. They wouldn't have killed it fast enough. But there wasn't too much they could do. Hell, on the other hand, only got a level 1 hog, so she wouldn't be able to get the steal. Ionic, on the other hand, still has Hand of Gods level 3, so we'll get that 25% over the fact that everyone else has their 10%. I wonder if that's... Oh, we do see allies picked it up as well, so the fact that there's a Hand of God out there level 3, they need to kind of equalise that. You can't let that one go, and it's going to actually hurt on. So 10k ahead at the 25-minute mark, working out really nicely for for Exertus. Exertus doing that pretty well. We do see the fact that there's probably going to be a team fight going off now. There's no reason for the team fight to happen here, but let's see how aggressive the teams are feeling right now. I know it feels pretty good. We see that Polynomicon has finished off onto Aniston, so that extra damage, as well as the fact that Barracuda's gone for Brawler Stick into Executioner as well. So pretty much nullifying Omega, as well as they do have the fact they've got the Weakening Curse as well, going to stop the hidden. So Hell is pretty much null and void when it comes to fights like this. Fair enough if you leave Hell alone and don't ever touch Hell. Okay, but other than that, Shin getting lifted into the air, loads of damage going out, not much they can do, but the Athena ultimate coming in, not even need to land, will go down, hit John Queen, MLC Stealth on the run, but the Hades ultimate will hold him in place, using his beast to get out of the way, gets pushed forward by Barracuda, allied in as well. The Spirit Ball doesn't hit nobody, but KO does backflip out. Now Omega's in a bit of trouble, because pretty much everything is there to kill Hell, and a surrender does come out from Cognitive Gaming. They will give that. So they give game 1 to Exertus eSports, which was just a really hard fought game. They didn't steamroll, but they always come off ever so slightly better, or they just little bits here and there just pushed them forward, and then the Gold Fury objectives just kind of helped out loads. Player damage wise, okay, Barracuda was doing loads. MLC Stealth did loads. So did Aniston. So they did like a high level sort of stuff. Apollo versus Neef. Apollo seems to always do a lot more damage anyway, as is. And then we're going to see, yeah, there's your builds. So, have fun everyone. It's been a 34-minute game nearly. And I'll see you guys in the next match. It'll be game 2 of the finals of the 5th of October N8 tournament. And I've been your host, Rusty. So follow me everywhere. You can see all the links that I've always got. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.